Oh, geez. A baby in the intro. Welcome to week 3. The boys. The boys are struggling. The podcast boys are struggling, except for one of us. Also, if you didn't notice, there's only two of us because another
Free.
podcast boy is cares more about pickleball than this, which I just am disgusted with. But alas, Garrett, how you doing?
Good. I'm coming off a win. Um, Nance is replacing Caleb as the third host.
Single dad this weekend.
Hang on. Yeah, wife's out of town, so I'm on as some would say babysitting duty.
Happy
Others would
professionals.
say others would
Oh,
say parenting.
parenting, responsibilities, all the above.
I'm so fucking tired.
All right, well, since you're so tired, we'll just dive right in. Got me pulled
Okay.
up first. I took another L. 0-2 is not how you want to start the season. But my boy Daniel Jones did all he could. All he could. Uh, I mean, Kwan's team just had an all-around very solid week, and I couldn't keep up with it, to be honest. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, he had a pretty good week. I would say, obviously, your defense let you down.
I mean, even if I switched him, yeah, I mean, that would have given the win.
I mean, if you had switched them with if you had played no one, you still would have lost by
One.
one. But if you had played a defense that went positive at all, you would have tied. And then if they had got 2 points, you would have fucking won.
And
So
I
that's
had
that.
the Ravens defense on my bench with
What they
4.
get? They had 4, which is an 8-point swing with what your defense did. So
The
that sucks.
fact the fact I lost, like you sent this in the group me. I had 2 out of the 3 highest scoring players this week.
Yes, Daniel Jones and Keenan Allen both had
31.
amazing weeks.
And Justin
Giants,
Jefferson,
amazing comeback win.
amazing.
Unfortunately, the Giants defense couldn't turn that into points. Where did your pass?
No, but I mean, Quan just was a better man this week. Just
Yeah, you went into Monday night up 20, I believe,
and George Pickens
and
took
George Pickens got 22. So
yeah.
that's just a tough break.
Well, when he gets
And
over
that's, I
50
mean,
for 70 yards and a touchdown, that's tough to recover from.
it does suck. I was giving you shit earlier this week about playing the wrong defense, but you did have a good week, and it sucks to waste a good week um, on a loss like that, especially a close one.
Yeah, it
It's,
was actually really depressing.
in
I don't,
in my opinion, that's the worst way to lose.
and it is because I was sitting there playing volleyball Monday, and I was like, Quan's people have 0 points, and it's halftime in one of the games, and it's like halfway through the first, and another one. I'm like, okay, I like where I'm looking, and then I come back from one of my sets, and George Pickens has like 18 points. I'm like, what happened here? But that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let's just go to yours because man, you beat the socks off of Steve. Steve has not broken 100 yet this year.
Well, I think if you add his scores together, they might be equal to my score, my 2 scores together. I did really well this week, but my week 1 was that bad. So it
That's
might bring
true.
it down. Um, yeah, I picked up. I had a good pickup with Puka Nakua.
Puka Nuka.
Maybe the pick 29 in the flex position.
That's
Gotta love
crazy.
that. Debo showed up. Jared Goff showed up. Much better than Aaron Rodgers the week before.
The fact
Um,
Puka didn't even have a touchdown is crazy.
He's a PPR
He
monster.
caught 15 balls.
He's a monster, dude.
That's
Um,
insane.
and for Steve, he had Josh Allen and T. Higgins, and that's pretty much it. I mean,
T.
Tyreek
Higgins
Hill got 15, but
T. Higgins had a bounce back week after 0 the first week, so that's something. The rest of his team, I mean, I guess is Jake Ferguson did okay, but like the rest of his team, they didn't even show up. But yeah. So I mean, good job to you, Garrett. You aren't 0-2. Don't know why.
love it.
Is Steve's name saying team to be determined for you?
Team name to be determined. Yeah.
Interesting. Uh, well, congrats, Garrett. I'm not even gonna mark down who won this week on the notes. I can't even bring myself to do it.
I
Uh,
remember I picked Steve to win, so that's, you know.
I picked you to win. I'm pretty sure.
I know you and Caleb both picked me to win, and I picked Steve to win because I was so depressed. But uh, nice bounce back week. Um, some would say never left. Not me though. I was god awful week one. I think I scored 68 points, and this week I scored over double that. So that's always nice to see.
That's a big win. That's a big win. I'm on Philip and Grayson now. Grayson, this dude, 174 points.
Yeah, I thought I did well.
That's crazy. That's like, I mean, Kirk Cousins, we were all kind of crapping on that pick, and man, he's looking
I
good.
did.
He's looking real good. I think
He
this,
looks like one of the best quarterbacks in the league, and he's 0-2. You know,
and then CD Lamb went off, Mike Evans went off, TJ Hawkinson just is awesome. Steelers defense had like,
Taylor's defense
and then he's got Graham Gano. That's where he went right. And this is with
as
Aaron
we
Jones out. He had Aaron Jones sitting on his bench because he's hurt.
as we love to say, Graham Gano, best player for the Giants.
He's going to win them the game tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see.
Um, so yeah, good job, Grayson. I mean,
And
Philip
Philip
did.
didn't have a
He
bad.
would
I
have.
mean, he had a 120. You know,
He
and he
would have
still
left with the
lost by
moon. Just
54.
saying. There's only 3 people I'd have lost to this week, and one of them happened to be the person I was playing.
Yeah, you're tired.
So congrats, Grayson, on a blowout. That pads the points 4, so that's nice. Let's Austin and Nellis here. Austin and Nellis. Nellis drops to 0-2 along with me, and it doesn't stop there. Nellis also lost Nick Chubb for the season.
That sucks.
That
Well, I
really
mean,
sucks.
beyond fantasy and football, that
That
was
was a
one of the
gross.
nastiest things I've ever
That
seen in
was
my entire life.
gross. Uh, yeah, I don't. Nellis's team, aside from Pat Mahomes, needs something. It needs a spark because Kyle Pitts ain't it right now. Having 2 Seattle receivers ain't it right now. And then Pacheco,
No,
I don't know what he's going to do about a running back. Pacheco ain't going to cut it in RB1. That's a pretty
yeah,
bleak outlook there.
I mean, I think his players didn't have great weeks, and he was also extremely unlucky. Um, I don't know where he goes from here. Honestly, I don't
I
know.
sent him a trade. He hasn't responded to. I actually sent him 3. I sent him 3 different trades. Hasn't responded to a single one.
He is going to have to start. I think only way he turns around.
Is getting rid of Pat Mahomes and turning it into
I think he has to
capital.
go complete rebuild. Middle of the
And
season, completely rebuild. You got to throw a Hail Mary. When you're 0-2 like that, and your best player just got hurt
well, Pat Mahomes
for
is his
like
best
a
player.
lifetime, huh?
Pat Mahomes is probably his best player.
Well, I mean, barring quarterbacks can score. Daniel Jones got more points than Pat Mahomes this week.
That's true. And a half.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, quarterbacks can score points. You can find some guy off of waivers that will score 25 points. But Nick Chubb was special, and he's not coming back maybe ever.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to go do something. Hail Mary.
Well, I did send him a trade that included Anthony Richardson, so I was subbing someone in. But remains to be seen. Actually, this will test who watches this if I tell you who it is, Garrett. If we can do that.
Would you? Okay, go.
I'm pulling it up on here because I don't want to lose my spot on the cast here.
Gotcha.
So I sent him the first trade was for Pat Mahomes. Zach
Mhm.
Ertz, because his tight end situation sucks. Zach Ertz has been really good. He's the leading tight end in target shares. Jamison Williams, he comes back week 6. The Detroit Lions receiver, and then Anthony Richardson. So then he has a starting QB.
And are you taking anyone else from him
No,
besides
just
Mahomes?
Pat Mahomes.
Okay, so
And
that's tough because he would have to drop two people
yeah, but I
to
mean,
take that.
he's going to be dropping Nick Chubb.
Yes. Good
And
point. Good point. Didn't even think of that.
and I mean
And
he's
he could drop either Dalton Kincaid or Kyle Pitts. He does not need two tight ends starting.
no, and he doesn't need whoever Keandre Miller is, or he has 3 tight ends. He has Mike Gesicki on his bench too. This guy's insane. And then I also just straight up proposed Brandon Ayuk for Alvin Kamara to him. I didn't think that was a bad choice because he needs help at, like everywhere right now.
I don't hate the Kamara for Ayuk, honestly.
No, but I know I don't know if Nellis is even going to look at it because I've sent it at 11 a.m. this morning.
Well, I mean, he's got a job and everything. We'll see.
Well, I saw him play some bets on DraftKings. He's had time.
Hey, that's you gotta get your priorities in order.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but like I said, yeah, he's got to make changes. He's in trouble.
He is. All right. Well, congrats to Austin. Austin's team: McCaffrey, Pollard, Jalen Waddle. Which Jalen Waddle's hurt, so I don't know. Austin seems really scary.
I mean, he's
Uh,
solid. But he scored 120. A lot of people scored more than 120. People who scored 120 and got beat by 54 points.
you're right.
So
All right. On to
I think
Philly.
he's human just like the rest of us, but he's consistent though, and that's really good.
Yeah,
Okay,
Philly and
Philly
Caleb,
and
our co-host that isn't here.
Caleb is also 0-2, and his team is dog shit.
All right. Lamar did well. Bijan did well. Joshua Kelly, that hurts.
I don't even know who Joshua Kelly is.
Well, he was supposed to take Austin Eckler's spot. I don't know. He
On
must not
how'd that
mention it.
go? Yeah, how'd that go?
AJ Brown, also, there were like tons of memes going around because of how few passes he got. And then Devontae Smith got like everything. So Caleb had a really unlucky week, I feel like, because I mean, Lamar and Bijan did super well. And Hunter Henry had 17 points.
That's good.
Oh,
Yeah,
man. Look at his bench. He's had Brian Robinson with 28 on his bench. Gracious.
you got to remember. We didn't even mention that Kelsey was back for me. He scored
You're
touchdown.
right.
Did
He
solid.
did. A tutter almost won me $200. Philly's team, I mean, Philly's QB situation are always is pretty good. Kenneth Walker's doing what he did last year. Jamal Williams is hurt, so don't know how that's going to go. Jordan Addison, I know you have interest in him.
I mean, who doesn't? He's amazing.
Cowboys defense, that might be Philly's draft pick winner. Also, Philly
Yeah,
had
I mean they've played with all due respect, they've played two bottom feeder teams, two just dog shit, nobody teams.
Well, they haven't played the Broncos yet, so there won't be 3 for a minute.
Fuck you. No, the Dallas Cowboys defense is the best in the league. I mean, that's clear. They're the clear number one. They're so good. Now, they have played two not great teams, but they're capitalizing on it. And Jordan Addison was a really good pick from him. I mean, he had you know, 112. It's nothing flashy, but it did enough for him. Luckily, he was playing Caleb's dog ass team. They can't score a fucking single point.
Very true.
If Caleb had played,
Brian
if
Robinson.
Caleb had played Bijan Robinson over Kelly, he would have destroyed them.
Yeah, Brian Robinson had a good game, but that's hard to tell. And if he had put even if he put Miles Sanders in over Josh Kelly, and then flexed in DJ Moore, did we lose Garrett? Oh no,
I'm experiencing technical difficulties.
that's all right. I'm moving on to Travis. Travis and Ethan. Travis, another 0-2 team. Oh god, what? What was that? Sounds like an alien talking. Travis is another 0-2 team here. I'm hoping Garrett can hear me, but his team's just kind of in disarray. I'm looking at it right now. Trevor Lawrence has 6 points. That's not good. Damian Pierce has just had no running room. Jamar Chase, the whole Bengals offense is just fighting for their lives. Garrett's alive. The only bright spot really on Travis's team is Garrett Wilson, and I don't know what Mike Williams did the first week. I think he got hurt first week. Yeah, 8 points. But Ethan was just lucky to get matched up because 113 is not going to win a lot of weeks in our league.
All right, sorry, I was experiencing technical difficulties. We're at
Travis and Ethan. I already went through Travis's sad excuse for a team. And then
yeah, Travis' team sucks. There's no, we don't even need to talk about it. And Ethan's team, like you said, he got lucky. He played the worst team in the league.
I will say,
113, decent, solid,
this
whatever.
might be Ethan's worst team since he's joined.
Justin Fields fucking sucks, dude.
Justin
And
Fields is
he's not
ass.
gonna. I don't even know why he's. I guess it's week 2, but he's not going to be starting him next week. I have to assume.
What QB? He doesn't even have another QB, so unless he picks someone up that we can get to next.
I don't. I'm about to drop Deshaun if he wants to pick up him.
All right.
But
well, there we go. That was last week. It was kind of a disappointing week for some people. Lots of 0-2 teams, lots of 2-0 teams. I almost went the wrong thing. I actually go into the standings real quick to see where everyone's at because
yeah, no, this is where it gets interesting.
this is actually,
next week is going to be crazy.
There's actually only 2 1-1 teams. So Garrett, this is a big week. If you beat me, because we played week 3. If you beat me, that makes me 0-3 in our division, and if I beat you, that makes us tied for 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's go check out the recent activity because there was some wild stuff. Go to the offers report because the offers report is fun.
I'm on recent activity, and I don't know.
Offers report.
Where is that?
It's on the right side of the screen when you get to recent activity.
Oh, okay. I see offers report. Which one are you clicking on?
I mean, it opens the whole thing if you click on one.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've never done this before.
Being a dad really makes you technologically inept.
Okay, so Jerome Ford, 5 minutes before the waivers
Yeah, this is crazy.
process, uh, the Browns signed Kareem Hunt. I guess it
Also,
wouldn't have mattered for us. We both altered our bids because we learned the news, but Grayson did not hear the news, and he bid $100
and
on
I
this
was
guy.
right, Garrett. Look down. Matt Breida, $75. I told you it was Grayson when you said thought it was Steve.
You're right. I was wrong.
And
Wow, he spent $175 in one day on two shitty running backs.
I think Jerome Ford could pan out, but Matt Breida for 75 is a lot because Saquon's only going to be out like 2 or 3 weeks. Hopefully.
Grayson can't have any money left.
I don't think he has much. We can check after this, but
I mean,
Travis tried. Travis gave it a
Travis
really.
tried. That's what we call him, trying Travis. $95. Okay.
And then it drops off. Caleb went 53. Austin went 36. I dropped. Yeah, we dropped ours because we were talking before. I had it at 66 before the Kareem Hunt news. And then I was
I
like,
think I
okay.
had mine at like 50 or something. I don't know. So I wasn't going to win either way, but
But 28-20. And then, so,
beat you
okay.
out for Dak Prescott. Woo.
Well, Caleb added Josh Reynolds, which I think that's a pretty good ad because he's got 12 and 23 points. That's pretty good. But he just dropped Cam Akers, who just got traded to the Vikings,
Vikings.
which I
We'll see.
think with how Madison looks, it could be positive.
We will see.
Tank Dell,
Okay.
I like that pickup. He looks really good.
Fine.
Caleb made some good waiver pickups this week. I'll give him that.
He might be fine, but it's Houston.
Oh, I accidentally just went to Caleb's team.
Or we could make fun of it some more. He had to make moves because his team is bad.
Philly also wanted Tank Dell. Um, you added Dak for $8. I Quan added Durham Smythe. I don't even know who that is. Another crappy tight end.
You also lost out to your kicker.
Yeah, look, I bet the exact same thing Travis did, and that really kind of makes me mad.
His team is worse than yours, so you should feel good that ESPN considers your team better than Travis's.
At 0-2.
Yeah, I mean 0-2 is 0-2, but at least you have promise. Travis's team sucks. I don't
So
even
the
want to talk
only
about it.
thing I added was the Chiefs defense.
You think that's gonna be enough?
No, I wanted the new kicker because Dallas's kicker dude he has 9 points and 18 points. 9 points is more than my kicker right now has gotten the entire year.
Well, I am smarter than the Broncos organization. Not that that's hard to do, but I actually kept Brandon McManus on my team.
Brandon McManus is a good choice. I feel like.
I mean, he's just solid, you know. And we've lost a lot of games by a field goal or less.
Also,
Um,
this is a live bet on the pod. I just got from word from a credible bet source that the Doosan Bears baseball team is a good money line bet tonight.
yeah, I might hit it.
I'm trying to find where you'd find that because I don't entirely know who the Doosan Bears are.
Tucson Bears or like some Asian team. Tucson.
Yeah, it's South Korea against the Samsung Lions.
I'm pretty sure in South Korea half the teams are Samsung.
All right. I'm putting $15 on the Doosan Bears.
Okay, have fun with it. I might tail it. I don't know. You want to do the projection
Yeah.
or
There.
preview?
I put my bet in if you want to tail it.
I'll probably tail it. Yeah. I mean,
Game
why
starts
not?
in a few hours, I think.
Sweet, sweet. Let's
All
do it.
right, straight into the projections here. How scoreboard, NFL Week 3. Let's just start with the best matchup of them all. Box score.
Box score.
Big week for our two teams, Garrett. This will come down to actually we play later this year again because of our the rivalry week. We have rivalry week on I think week 14.
This is the latest we've played in the season.
We generally
The
play the
first
first
time.
week, and
Usually this happening.
I wish to God I played you the first week.
Yeah. This is a must win for you. I feel like.
I think so too because if I'm not mistaken, I know Kwan's in my division, so I just lost to him. And then I lost to who did I lose to the first week? I can't remember who I lost to the first week. But I think they're all in my division. So I absolutely have to get a win here. Now, I went over this with you at the gym. I'm in a dilemma at QB. Daniel Jones against the 49ers defense is very scary. But I don't have much of a choice because if I take Daniel Jones out and then Anthony Richardson does not get out of concussion protocol by Sunday, I'm effed because I don't want to drop anybody and I don't want to pick up another QB because what's the best QB on the waivers? I'll go look.
Probably. I mean, it might be Brock Purdy.
It
I don't
is
know. It's
Brock
not
Purdy.
that great.
It is literally Brock
Okay.
Purdy. So
Okay. So not looking good.
I'm gonna roll with my boy because he's coming off a hot week, right?
Yeah. I hope you play him. Honestly, I hope you play him.
I'm sure you do. But yeah, Jared Goff's
Hey,
projected.
hey! I just want to say we can say it here now. We both placed bets,
We did.
and I bet Daniel Jones anytime touchdown scorer.
And I bet
So I'm going to
Debo.
be right there with you.
So I mean, I feel like Jared Goff is criminally underprojected at 16 against Atlanta. That's crazy.
I mean, Atlanta has a decent defense, right? But yeah, I mean, 16. Come on,
16's
it's Jared Goff. All right, he's elite.
yeah. And I mean 15 for Daniel Jones after he just is coming off a 31-point week's kind of crazy to me. And I
And it's
get it.
49ers defense, dude. They have a really good. They might be the second best defense.
Well, we know how he did against the first best defense. Looks like our running backs are matched up. Etienne and Mixon. Etienne's playing Houston though. That's pretty juicy.
Shit. Oh, I think my team's
Stevenson's
wrong.
playing the Jets. Najee's playing Las Vegas. Najee has been kind of duty. And I'm not saying
I
that
might
to
have to
hate on your
change my
team.
team name.
I was gonna say I'm not saying it to hate on your team. I'm just saying that as objectively he's been bad. The Steelers, except when we bet on the Browns, the Steelers have been bad.
Of course.
Uh, let's see.
And their
Debo.
offense was still ass. Their defense is just good. Yeah, I'm probably looking to make changes with Najee right now. Debo and Puka though, I
Debo and
have
Puka
a
are
100% confidence
when
in
you've
both
got
Debo
DeAndre
and
Hopkins in your flex spot, your team's doing okay, brother.
I don't even know if that's what I'm going to roll with. Lockett just had a really good week.
Yeah, but Lockett seems to have a good week and then a bad week. I'm just saying.
Everyone else is a hater. Me and Lockett got a connection. He's my boy.
Well, on the flip side, Justin Jefferson, Keenan Allen, Chris Godwin. Honestly, the core of our team is pretty solid. I'd say my weakest spot right now is my QB because I don't know how he's going to do yet. He's had
Yeah,
one.
I was feeling really good about my receivers, and then I saw yours, and your receivers are. I mean, you might have the best receiver core in the league right now.
I had the third, the fifth, and the 46th. Actually, Ayuk's on my bench, and he's the eighth receiver.
So the Chiefs' defense, I don't think is anything special, but they're playing possibly the worst team in the league.
Absolutely.
The Bears are a dumpster fire this year, and like they were just raided by the FBI and everything. So Chiefs defense will probably do pretty well. And kickers, I think they're probably a wash. I don't know.
Yeah, and I may be grabbing a different kicker. So, but regardless, kickers are just kind of like you said, a wash.
Whatever. I'm gonna pick you to win this week.
You know what? I picked myself twice and I've lost twice, so I'm going to pick you to win.
There you go. Handshake.
Also, now that I'm looking at this, part of me would not be upset if we got rid of kickers. I think defenses need to
Boo.
stay.
Boo.
Are you the opposite? You think
I have two.
defenses?
I have a good defense, but I think the opposite. Kickers, those are points. Those are points on the field.
I
Those
guess,
have to count for something.
but then defense, you
Extra
have.
points and field goals matter. Defense also matters. I don't want to get rid of either one.
All right, I'm fine with it. I think you're right. I think there's a reason there's standard on the teams, but I do think we should add one more flex spot. That's my vote next year.
Whatever, dude. Maybe we'll think about it.
Have you not
If we
tried
get rid of
the keeper league
if we get
having?
rid of a bench spot, I'll add a flex if we get rid of a bench.
I do that. I think that's because if you're getting that's another it's like you're just moving it in. Is it the way
Okay,
that I look
whatever.
at that?
We don't have to talk about that. Pick you, and I mean this truly. I hope Daniel Jones scores a touchdown.
I hope I hope that I don't expect them to win. I just hope it's respectable. I hope it's not like the Dallas game. That was painful to watch.
Yeah, it sucks.
All right, let's go to Steve and Grayson. Looks like Grayson has not updated his team yet.
No,
I'm
no surprise.
so I'm assuming David Montgomery is going to be taken out. I'm assuming his shiny new Jerome Ford is going to go in that spot.
Yeah.
Or Matt Breida. Who knows? Spend a lot of money on both of them.
Um. Yeah. I
Grayson's
mean, he.
team is just kind of like no flashy names, but man, they're all just high floor people.
Well, I mean, Kirk Cousins. That he's definitely flashy this year.
He's the
I
number
don't really
one
know
quarterback.
why Grayson spent that much money on two mediocre at best players
I'm pulling up
because he's
his
2-0.
he has
He could have ran with it.
$25 left.
Okay. Yeah. Um.
25. That's crazy.
I kind of want to pick Steve because he's 0-2 and Grayson's 2-0. And I mean, Grayson can't just their lucks have to switch, and I think it's this week.
I think Grayson wins again. I think his team has too high of floors.
I thought I would have picked him to win if he hadn't have spent $175 on two mediocre players. That to me shows that he's not thinking straight and he can't be trusted.
I think
So
he
Steve
probably
all
would
the
have
way.
changed his bid on Jerome had he have known. Because me and you got really lucky that we're like, oh shit, that news is in
Well, I
about
mean,
him.
it wouldn't have mattered though because he was already thinking about dropping $100 on him,
That's
and
true. But it doesn't change the fact that he has
that's crazy.
the number
And then
one.
he spent $75 on a different player who's even worse. I mean,
I
what?
will say the Matt Breida one. I can see Jerome Ford because it's hard to come by starting running backs. Matt Breida is only going to be good for 2 games, maybe 3.
Yeah, that's
Not even
crazy.
good. Not even necessarily good. Startable.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I still think Grayson pulls the dub out, personally.
I'm picking Steve because
Oh,
I
while
want
I'm
him to get
thinking about
time.
this, Caleb's not here. I know this is backwards, but our hot takes from last week. Garrett, I think
We
both
don't
of
have
yours
to.
lost.
We don't have to bring that up.
Both of
We don't
Garrett's
have to.
lost. Caleb's
No.
Alexander Madison under 40 was right. His New England win was way off. He said they win by 10. Now, I said Austin in our league was going to win by 25. I can't remember how much he actually won by, but I have the ability to look.
I think you won by like 12.
He won by exactly 25.
Good pick.
That I feel like that deserves a screenshot. Clip it, chat.
Yeah.
Right here, look. I wrote this down last week. Austin by 25.
Can't read shit.
Olave Garden
Those in the
win.
comments, comment, comment and subscribe, but then also comment if that makes up for the fact that he picked the Giants defense to start
Okay, yeah. Well, I wish I would have won instead of
and that
getting beat.
lost him the game. All right, well, we've been doing this a long time. We're only on game 2. Where are we going now?
It's because we have strong feelings, and I'm feeling like maybe
I
Caleb's
don't
the
really have a
issue.
strong feeling about this one.
Maybe Caleb's the issue here, Garrett. We have some really good takes this week.
Caleb sucks. I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
There's a
He's the
reason.
worst.
There's a
He
reason
doesn't
he's
need
0
on
2.
here.
There's a reason he's 0 2.
Yeah, he's stupid. That's why.
Speaking of which, let's go to Caleb's game. Okay, well, Caleb's getting matched up with Nellis as he's coming off of losing Chubb. So this might be a bounce back week for the
This
young
is a
man.
get right. This is a get right game for old Caleb boy.
I don't know though. Caleb's team is not. I don't know. I like Caleb's team a lot more, but Nellis hasn't updated his team yet. So he's got Nick Chubb, Pacheco again. I just don't like Pacheco at all. I don't like the DK Metcalf, Smith, and Jigba stack. I don't at all like that. Kyle Pitts is the same Kyle Pitts you traded away last year.
I mean, besides Mahomes, Chris's team is really bad. Caleb's team is not good by any means. Caleb's really, really bad at fantasy football, but he's not as bad as Chris this year because Chris does have a championship, right? I believe.
No, I don't think so.
I think he does.
Did he win the auto draft bowl or did Steven?
I can't remember.
Because I think Steven won the auto draft bowl. Because then Steven won another year, didn't he? I'd have to look. I don't think Chris has won.
I could be wrong, but
I think
Caleb's really bad at this. But I still think he pulls one out
I
because
also
Chris's
think
team
he
is really
pulls a
bad.
win out. I really do. I think he should start Josh Reynolds over the fact AJ Brown's in his
Run the
flex spot
bone.
is crazy. Okay,
Shit.
well, I'm going with Caleb on this. This is a bounce back game. This is a get right game. Let's go
Get
to
right
Quan.
game.
Let's go to Quan and Philip, the brothers facing off.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck?
2-0, 1-1.
He's gonna
Quan's
take Justice Hill out.
Quan is out Saquon right now. Saquon won him last week. Those two
Okay.
touchdowns by Saquon,
And they
but
broke your heart.
it did. But it won my Giants game, so it's okay. Now, Austin Eckler is out for Phillip. So two big running backs out for the boys. Also, the fact Phillip has George Kittle and Mark Andrews is crazy to me.
Have we talked about that?
I
That
did
seems
not
really
know that was a
stupid.
thing, and I don't know how that happened.
That's really dumb. Fuck! I wanted to pick Philip,
So
but
he
his team
drafted
is
he drafted Mark Andrews in the third round, and he drafted George Kittle in the fifth round. I got Brandon Ayuk in the fifth round.
that was a really bad decision by him. I think personally.
George Kittle has scored 4 points and 6 points. Mark Andrews has scored no points and 15 points. I think he was
Now
out this week.
I think that George Kittle is a very good tight end and a very good asset for the 49ers. He might not be the best fantasy tight end.
No, he's more like a.
Well, obviously he's not the best, but I don't think he's a good fantasy tight end. Um,
There's so many
but like,
weapons on that 49ers offense. It's crazy.
yeah, it sucks, but I think he's really good. It's just, and there's not a lot of good tight ends. A lot of them are really bad. It's hard to find. He's worth a start, but it's stupid to have him and Mark Andrews. Fuck, I don't want to give Quan another win, but
I don't see any way Philip wins this.
I gotta give it to Quan. I gotta give it to him.
I mean, I don't even know if Philip has another running back to put in if
I mean,
Justice Hill's
Q
out.
is projected. He doesn't. He doesn't. And he's gonna have to figure something out. Tua is only projected 21 points against Denver. Um, Denver last week made Sam Howell look like a fucking MVP. So Tua
MVP.
in a high-powered offense is just going to light Denver up, and they're going to drop like fucking 50 points. I think.
Also, Quan has Young
Our
Ho, and
boys
Young
are
Ho
fucking
Young
garbage.
Ho's a beast.
I believe it's pronounced Young Way.
No, it's Young Ho. I asked him.
Okay.
So we're both going with Quan against our own because he's in our division. We want him to lose.
They're
But
both in our division.
is Philip in our division? You're right. The 1-1s are in our division. Okay, well, either way.
Yeah, it sucks, but I think Quan's going to win. I just don't see anything any way around it. Prove me wrong, Philip.
Well, we
Prove me wrong.
know we know Quan falls
Prove,
apart in the
prove me wrong in
playoffs
the comments.
every
Comment and
year.
subscribe, please.
When Quan gets the playoffs, he falls apart. All right, let's go. Let's. Oh no, we lost Garrett again. It's that bad Wi-Fi.
Let's do the same. It's not Wi-Fi. Hold on.
I'm on Ethan and Austin, by the way. Hello,
Okay. Yeah.
Ethan,
Hold on one second.
Ethan and Austin. Oh no, sad baby. All right, I'm gonna take this over because Garrett's a single dad. He doesn't have any help. Somebody needs to help that man. I can't believe that poor guy. He's so mistreated. He has such a hard life. Man. Poor Guinness also leaves Guinness locked in the room. All right. More importantly than Garrett's sad life, but
I'm back.
I was just saying about
Sorry
how
about that.
lucky you are to have such a beautiful child.
It's a blessing. It's also very hard to be a single parent. All the prayers go out there to the single moms in the world. Uh, I've been doing it for 2.5 days, and I think I'm ready to kill myself.
Mental health
Wait,
hotline. I will put it in a link below.
just kidding, just kidding. I'm very tired and I love my daughter. Where are we at?
Ethan and Austin. Ethan and Austin. We got
Ooh,
Justin
Battle of the
Fields
Titans.
is trash. I think Kansas City is going to gobble his nuts up.
I know you hope that.
I know it. Also, I was looking at it. Until I put Chris Godwin in, most of my players would have been done by noon. I think I would have had like one more player to go after the noon games. But I don't know. Austin's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow being hurt is the only negative thing I have to say about Austin's team. McCaffrey, Pollard, Waddle's also hurt, I guess,
How did we let him get Pollard and McCaffrey?
and
How did
Olave.
it just doesn't matter? What the fuck?
And you got Rashid Shaheed. Oh my gosh.
I bid on him. I
I
tried to do it.
I got him in the keeper league, so I'm very happy about that.
Different league. Don't talk about that. What the hell are you talking about? It's gonna be Austin, I think. Sorry to say, Ethan.
Ethan has no hope. This is going to be a battle of who isn't going to be undefeated anymore.
I know. Battle of the Titans.
I
Two
think
of the most consistent players historically, I would say.
I would
I
second
just I
that.
just don't see how Ethan pulls this off. Well, I mean, both the quarterbacks aren't doing great. Um, and neither of them have a backup, so that's a little weird. It's not like they have all stars on their benches, but
I will say
whatever.
Ethan has Cooper Cup waiting in the wings.
He
But
does. That's why I'm not worried. Like he can take this loss. Losing to Austin is an acceptable
well, the
loss,
fact he's 2 and
especially
0,
when you're 2-0.
the fact
You
he's 2
know,
and 0 with Cooper Cup on IR is disgusting to me.
and it sucks to lose a division game. I understand it, but Ethan, you can't go undefeated. I still think his team's going to be fine.
I think it's going to be more than fine. I think it'll be actually
Just Austin,
successful.
I think, is just a juggernaut, and he takes it this week.
All right. Philly and Travis. I don't know what to say about Travis's team.
I don't. I mean, he's
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 projected
Jamar
enough.
Chase. Well, I guess he has Garrett Wilson too.
Well, Jamar Chase hasn't broken double digits all season, the whole 2 games.
Yeah, the Bengals really look bad. You're right. I mean, Travis just sucks. I would say he could go winless, but he'd probably beat me. Honestly, I don't know.
I mean, the fact Kyron Williams is projected 18 points is kind of crazy. I guess they have a lot of dump off passes to him, so that's a thing. And Philly has Dicker the kicker. The Phillies
He
team's looking
sure does.
strong. Phillies team's looking
I
really
mean,
strong right now.
they're projected reasonably close.
Yeah, but every time Travis has underperformed his projections significantly. Like
Yeah.
I remember him being projected a decent amount last week.
Well, he doesn't. He looks at the projections and he clicks. He's not paying attention, so that's why I don't think he's going to win. Philly's going to win. Um,
So yeah,
it's just by how much? How much do you think Philly's going to win by?
I think Philly wins by at least 20.
Whoa. Okay, I'll take the under on that.
I think Travis doesn't break 100 again. But
I do that. I mean, yeah, he's going to.
I think Philly wins, and Philly's gonna be 3-0. So we're gonna have 2 3-0 teams probably. I'd love to see Travis win. Actually, I'd love it if Travis beat Philly because Travis's team is not threatening. I'm not threatened by this team.
Every week Travis wins. That's a positive for us.
Yeah, it's a
Check.
positive for the entire league.
Well, except for who he beat,
Yeah, well, it's positive for everyone but that loser.
Exactly, because if you get beat by Travis, you're ass.
Uh, I'm going to the standings real quick. I'm curious to see where everyone stands at points against, points for. So Grayson has the most points for by a significant amount, by like 40 points almost. The fact I have 20 more points than you and I haven't won a single game is infuriating.
Well, I mean that's week 1, dude. I scored
Travis has
I scored like
155 points total.
I scored like 30 points week 1.
You almost scored more in week 2 than Travis has had all season.
Grayson did. And if you look at Juan's points against, it's crazy that high, especially since I scored like 50 points against him week 1.
Wait, Juan?
Austin's are also super low
Well, that's
points
typically
against.
how it goes. The people that are 2-0 are going to have low points against because they won.
Yeah, that's true. Ethan always does that shit.
I mean, the fact I'm the fourth, okay, I'm the fourth highest in points against, actually. Yeah, so,
Sure, I don't know.
dude,
It didn't seem that important.
Austin, Ethan, Philly, Quan, all 2-0, all top 4 in lowest points against.
And
Correlation?
Quan, the lowest points against, he's in the top 4.
He is the fourth lowest. Austin is the lowest. Ethan
You're
is second
welcome.
lowest.
You're welcome for that.
The highest is Philip. Philip has 276 against him. That's crazy. I have 241.
That is
Um,
100 more than Ethan and over 100 more than Austin. That's,
it's hard to win when your opponents are scoring a lot.
and he's still 1-1, baby.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of how it goes. I don't know.
Yeah, that's good.
So
How it goes.
I guess that's all I got, Garrett. It was a good recap, just us two. I'm glad Caleb didn't join 'cause he's just trash.
I mean, he's just dumb. He's dumb. He doesn't contribute at all. His
Doesn't
football
really do
knowledge is
anything.
non-existent. His team is terrible.
Garbage.
Yeah, garbage, ass.
Well, my best co-host, I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. See you on the course.
Um, yeah. And then we'll cheer for the Giants and we'll cheer for our people to score.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'll cheer for Daniel Jones to score for you.
My man. All right, boy. Catch you.